Darn, I want to read the weather report, but I can't find a Picayune anywhere.
I used to have that problem, but not anymore. I get the Picayune delivered to my home now.
The Picayune has home delivery? That sure would save a lot of time.
And it doesn't cost much more than finding them in the trash.
The Picayune. Call for home delivery today.
The Simville Picayune doesn't clutter its pictures with captions or titles. Most other newspapers provide so much information, you're forced to make choices. You can trust our editors to point you toward the best sales and hottest comics. The Picayune. Buy one today. The Simville Picayune has been honored by local agencies for higher than expected accuracy in page numbering. We take pride in our responsibility and work hard to ensure that our page numbers meet or exceed as many international standards as possible. The Picayune. Buy one today.
We don't usually blow our own horn, but people have been saying some pretty interesting things about us lately. The Picayune. Buy one today.
The Simville Picayune uses larger letters for easier reading, with plenty of space between words so you can tell them apart. You can read an entire page of our news while waiting for your bus or something, getting your shoes shined, whatever. The Picayune. Buy one today.
You want pistons? I'll give you pistons. How's 8.5 inches of smooth bore with a Fullerman coating for $30? You heard me, $30. Or a Heffel McMahon regrooved to design specs for $700. I'm Crazy Chitch. Take your next left and drive to the edge of town. Why pay top dollar when you don't have to? Effelwood wraparound fenders in green or blue, $70, still under warranty. Kitsamanu overdrive with customized Rosini crankshaft, all 8 barrels for $9.98, and we'll carry the account. I'm Crazy Chitch. Off the road, into the wilderness, then wait for the van. I'll pay top dollar for your car, even if you don't own it. My buyers are ready anytime, day or night, all year to give you spot cash, no questions asked. Bring it in when the neighbors are sleeping and report it stolen the next morning. I'm Crazy Chitch. Turn straight at the next signal, drive to the end of the road, and make sure you're not followed. Axles? You want axles? I got axles, chassis, frames, and struts. Can you believe a Hasgrad cross-transform freighting for $9.95? Been looking for a Zingdell engine and transmission mounts? I got 'em and they're yours for a dime a dozen. I'm Crazy Chitch. Fill up your tank, then drive north till it's empty. Tires and rims like you can't believe. Binger tubeless at 250 PSI. A C-note apiece, buy 4 and the spare's free. Add Zuckerman Selenium alloy interweave ratchet spokes for $198 and we'll mount 'em at no charge. I'm Crazy Chitch. Over the river, through the woods, then shortcut to Grandma's.
Hey, it wasn't easy conforming to state and federal guidelines, but we wanted our customers to have the best. Getting our license meant spending hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars coming up to code, but we felt it was worth it. Not every agency registers with national and regional offices, but we comply with several court orders. Bob's Temps. When you need workers, we got workers.
How did you convince your grouch of a boss to approve your budget, Susan?
Eliminating benefits helped shave a little off last year's budget, but the big savings came from switching to Bob's Temps.
I'd heard Bob's Temps work harder, faster, longer for less. Maybe my department should take a look at Bob's Temps. Jane, you're fantastic. Ever since Bob's Temps sent you a week ago, you've doubled our profits and cut our costs in half. How would you like to live in Paris and run our European division?
That's a tempting offer, but being a Bob's Temp means excitement and freedom. I couldn't give that up for a simple office job.
Bob's Temps. Hard workers for slave wages.
Thanks for sending me to Bob's Temps, Bill. My phone hasn't stopped ringing.
As a Bob's Temp, you're really in demand.
I'll say. It's only been a month, but I've already got 3 days vacation.
Bob's Temps. Hiring the finest in politicians and other undesirables.
It's crazy madness at Dual Ragazzi's Monster Blowout Sale. Wing nuts, lug nuts, hex nuts, walnuts individually counted and packaged. Homogenized, pasteurized, ionized, and thoroughly dried for easy stacking and storage. Hey, if they tax it, we sell it. Franco, get over here. I see. Dual Ragazzi, just the 2 guys. It's 24 hours of madness at Duluragazi's one-day only mega sale-a-thon. Glass, plastic, wood, leather, metal, retail qualities at warehouse prices. 30 days, same as cash or better. Congressman, get your buns down here. Duluragazi. Franco, get that calzone out of your mouth. Get over here. Oh, sorry. Duluragazi, just the two guys. It's a winner-take-all madness sale during Duluragazi's year-end avalanche of value. Bring your checkbook, show power of attorney, save a ton, rent a van, fill it up, and drive away. No payments till the November of your choice. Franco, see, Duluragazi, just the two guys.
Fuzzy Dice Accessories 3-day You Make It sale. Bronze your baby shoes for $10. Your wisdom teeth in plastic cubes, $5 each. Limit 4. You bring it in, we put a magnet on it. 2 for $1 and the glue is free. Fuzzy Dice on your dashboard, in your face.
Save, save, save as you spend at Fuzzy Dice Accessories. Dashboard statues, bobbleheads, glow-in-the-dark mud flaps. Buy 10, get 1 free. Garter belts in 15 colors and gun racks to match. Fuzzy Dice Accessories. Mind candy for your car. Fuzzy Dice Accessories will not be undersold. 1/3 off, 2 for $1, a dime a dozen, or by the pound in the state's biggest tchotchke warehouse. Buy any 10 bobbleheads, get another 10 free. Mix and match till your head explodes at Fuzzy Dice. Chew toys for your car.
Mr. Fluffy's is the favorite of the most finicky cat, but we've even topped ourselves. Our nutritionists and chefs have teamed up to produce a flavor your cat will love even if you don't have one. Introducing new Mr. Fluffy's Fur Flavor. Fur in a can never tasted so good. Mr. Fluffy's, the cat's meow.
If your cat cares about anything at all, it's the litter box. Mr. Fluffy's Litter Scoop takes care of your cat's buried disgrace with ease and comfort. A clean litter box is at the top of your cat's wish list, so don't make your cat angry. Mr. Fluffy's, the cat's meow. Nothing takes away a cat's smug sense of self-satisfaction better than Mr. Fluffy's Confound a Cat. Its random noises, odors, and water sprays will keep your cat busy for the 15 minutes the lap rug is actually awake. 12 toys in all. Confound a Cat by Mr. Fluffy's, the cat's meow. For a state-regulated lube while you eat, Fred and Ethel's Grill and Grease is the best. They drain the griddle right into your crankcase, so your meal is ready when you are. A proud sponsor of Triple Z Softball Everywhere. There's a Fred and Ethel's near you.
For dining and dancing, lubing and snacking, tontines and will readings, Fred and Ethel's Grill and Grease has the best K-Bobs and state-licensed mechanics on this side or any side of the Monongahela. Show your Dipsy Weevil receipt and save 10% on your next shake and oil change. There is a Fred and Ethel's near you.
Explosive, says Chaz Maudlin of the Gazoo's Mistake World Tribune.
I hope you can use a typewriter, kid.
Buzz Biffle of the Picayune writes, out of 4 stars, this movie gets 15.
If you think I'm signing that time card, forget it.
From the producer of Horsehacker Sunset and the director of Mr. Fluffy Kills a Mouse comes...
Oh yeah? Alphabetize this, Sedansky.
Avenger from Bob's Temps.
Come back to this dump? I don't think so.
Avenger from Bob's Temps. Coming soon to a theater and possibly an office near you.
Thursday on UHF 101, 2 hours of surprise and magic.
You're my father?
Mark and Desdemona discover their bond on Gold Valley Acres. Then...
I don't care what she says. I want the green one, and I've got more than enough money.
Susan wrestles with her deepest secret on Wooker, North Dakota. UHF 101. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
It's Chaz Maudlin again for Aquacampo. You know, you can get water from almost anywhere, so why settle for anything but the best? I've been everywhere, and I can tell you that Aquacampo has got 'em all beat. Why? Duh, it's imported! Free-flowing or frozen, Aquacampo.
Wheatgrass cola. As good as it sounds. Provides bulk for those hard-to-reach places, while the extra dose of caffeine lets you know that this is no wimpy health food drink. Quench your thirst as you take your vitamins. Wheatgrass cola. Green never tasted so bubbly.
Let's talk power. It's all about power. The power to drive as fast as you want, to get where you're going ahead of everyone else, the power to take corners at top speeds and get rid of anything between you and your goal. It's about power. And at Mountain Pure Water, we understand power. Mountain Pure, the water for power people.
Nature knows best. 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. That's all water is. And EcoPure takes great care to make sure our water is H2O and nothing but. Enhancers, flavors, colors, they might be fine for other waters, but it's more than you bargained for. EcoPure. Just plain water.
It's pure. It's natural. It's wholesome and economical. It's odorless, tasteless, and colorless. It costs just pennies, and a little goes a long way. E. coli Cola. Nature's way of reminding you why fire was invented.
I use water almost every day, so I know what I'm talking about. For cooking, cleaning, drinking, nothing is better than EcoPure water. Sure, it costs more than free water, and it looks the same as other bottled waters, but peace of mind is worth a few extra pennies. Odorless, tasteless, colorless, EcoPure.
Darn it! I left my bottled water at my desk, and now I'm really thirsty.
Here, try some of my water.
I thought my water was good, but this has a bold yet hearty taste. Why, it's frozen glacier. I've been meaning to try it.
After my first glacier, I never went back to my old water.
I was going to go back to my desk, but not now. I'm going to the store for some frozen glacier.
When you're thirsty, you want a water that can do the job. You want Snerdler's water. Ordinary water might work some of the time, but Snerdler's water passes nearly every international standard for water. Snerdler's, the best water in regular or new unscented flavor.
When I get something caught in my teeth, I reach for a Goresman toothpick. Goresman's been making toothpicks since 1834, and they still sign each one by hand. That way, if I ever have a problem with one of their toothpicks, they know who to fire. Goresman, a wholly owned subsidiary of Confab Incorporated, a Cayman Islands Lesser Antilles joint venture.
Teeth are hard, with almost no space between them. Ordinary toothpicks can break and don't always do the job, but Big Bob toothpicks are made of the finest wood, cut to perfection by triple sharpened carbon steel blades. Big Bob, a division of Eurocore AG SPA Cayman Islands.
Don't take my word for it. Listen to what people like you are saying. Best Brand, the finest in toothpicks, a division of XRX International, Cayman Islands.
Tune in as your favorite stars, past and present host and co-host, the 14th Annual Nature's Tree Toothpick International Festival of Frivolity, live from the territorial jurisdiction of Coconut Harbor in the Cayman Islands. Check the Picayune for time and station in your area.
Recently, at a Maxis development team meeting,
Multi-layered!
Multi-playered!
Multi-layered!
Multi-playered!
Now hold on, you two. We can have it both ways, multi-layered and multiplayered.
SimCity 2000 Network Edition. 2, 3, and 4 heads are better than 1. When the Maxis marketing team gets together, it's not always a meeting of minds.
Competition.
Cooperation.
Competition.
Cooperation.
Enough of that. They can do both. Negotiate for resources or start their own urban sprawl.
SimCity 2000 Network Edition. 2, 3, and 4 heads are better than 1.
Psst. If you like driving in this city, imagine flying a helicopter through it. SimCopter puts you in the cockpit. Soar over and between buildings in any SimCity 2000 city as you put out fires, rescue boaters, and transport Sims hither and yon. SimCopter, when SimCity calls 911.
When the kids want to go somewhere but the car's out of gas, pull into SimTown. It's as close as your computer and you don't need a bridge toll. Pizza parlors, haunted houses, arcades, and cats. SimTown, the right-sized town. Don't you just hate it when buildings get in your way? SimCopter takes you over the top of everything, from single-family homes to launch arcologies. All you have to do is put out fires, catch crooks, and rescue Sims from the jaws of death. SimCopter, don't say we didn't warn you.
The SimTunes Philharmonic season is in full regalia, with a sumptuous program of such exquisite compositions as the Random Diatonic Scale, Interesting Pattern Symphony, and the show-stopping Doodle Time Boogie on a Short Stick Rag. SimTunes. 4 colorful bugs playing their collective hearts out.
When you need a towing, and who doesn't from time to time, you can rely on Monty's Towing. We've got the biggest legal hooks in the business, and for a little extra, we can bend the rules. Best after sundown when the police are someplace else. Monty's. More gas stations contract with Monty's Towing than with any other towing company. We're way ahead of the competition for underbidding and overbilling, and we pass the savings on to you. Kiss your car goodbye when you see our big metal hook, Monty's.
Just because hex nuts say they have 6 sides doesn't mean they actually do. You're paying top dollar, so be sure to get all sides for your money. Insist on Gorsman hex nuts. We know nuts.
Hack and Mickey's Roadkill Scrapings. This week, batter-coated, all y'all can eat little birdie's dirty feet. Deep-fried, pan-roasted, or steamed to perfection, with a side of something as yet unidentified, but mighty tasty nonetheless. Clean folks for congressmen and other pillars of the community, and a new menu every day, and sometimes two. Hack and Mickey's. Hack and Mickey's Roadkill Scrapings. This week featuring greasy, grimy gopher guts, steamed moose turd pie, and lip-smacking rotten log surprise. Fresh daily, USDA avoided and completely unlicensed. Off the shoulder of the nearest interstate. Hack and Mickey's.
You can catch it, clean it, cook it, arrange it, and serve it, and even eat it, but it's not food until you've sprayed it with Young and Drainshaw's Flavor Enhancer. Y&D brings out flavors ordinary cooking leaves behind and makes each experience fresh and exciting. Regular and blue, Young and Drainshaw. Nothing tops a family cheese meal like one of Mrs. Green's spiced cheese logs. Warm and fresh from your pressure cooker in just 2 minutes. Curry gorgonzola, jalapeno feta, and new hazelnut gouda. Mrs. Green's, Mother Nature's melted goodness or something.
Greckelman's disease touches more people than you might imagine. Disregard for crosswalks causes traffic tie-ups which affect us all with inconvenience, school tardiness, even being late for work. Do yourself a favor and send lots of money to the Greckelman's Foundation, General Delivery, Gazood's Mistake, Nebraska.
Greckelman's disease afflicts 1 in every 5,000 families or so. Occasional spontaneous behavior, including flagrant disregard for crosswalks, can tear families apart. There is no cure, but there is hope. Send unmarked bills or blank checks to the Greckelman's Foundation, General Delivery, Gazood's Mistake, Nebraska.
Night shift coffee has a smoother texture than coffees of lesser distinction. More federal warnings have been issued to protect minors from our product than any other generally consumable item. In handy gel caps or fizzy tabs.
Gorp smoke pellets obscure vision better, but don't stain clothes like other leading brands. Gorp smoke leaves behind a fresh pine scent the whole family likes. For Sunday driving, weekend racing, or courier work, Gorp is best. At all Fred and Ethel's Grill and Grease.
The next time your potted plant asks for dinner, make sure you have plenty of horsehacker steak sauce and salad dressing. Our blend of herbs and spices has a taste you and your plant can enjoy. Share a moment with your plant with horsehacker.
Your car's your best friend, perhaps your only friend. It gets you where you want to go, brings you home, never complains about the heat or cold, and protects you from many of life's harsh realities. So give your car a treat. Give it Bob's Windshield Cleaner at all or most Fred and Ethel's.
This is a public service announcement. Mismatched socks can cost you a promotion, a discount, or even a date with that certain special someone. Always check to make sure your socks match before you let other people see you. This is a public service announcement. Accidents can happen at any time, so always make sure you're wearing clean underwear. Hospital emergency rooms have problems enough, and you've already embarrassed yourself by being there. You only get one chance to make a first impression, so don't ruin it with unsightly skid marks. Change your underwear at least once a day. You owe it to your mother.
Learn Lithuanian in just 10 days. Fluent French in only 2 weeks. Speak Spanish, pronounce Portuguese, intone Italian, joke in German, or syllabalize in Swedish. 12 cassettes or 8-track in the language of our choice. 50% of purchase refunded if you're successful in small claims court. Group discounts available. Limited offer. Act now.
Fresh out of school with lots of debt? Then start your own business of franchise. Mr. Fluffy's, Bob's Temps, Horsehacker & Associates, and other nationally recognized non-existent companies want go-getters who are willing to snorkel off Aruba while others do the work. Call our toll-free number or check our ad in the Picayune for details.
There's no need to fear death when your final resting place is an exclusive address at Happy Cadavers Estates. The peace and quiet you've earned is guaranteed, and your every whim will be catered to by our well-trained and eager-to-help staff. Happy Cadavers Estates, where people are just dying to get in. Fashion doesn't stop just because you're dead. Secure your final resting place at Happy Cadavers Estates and rest comfortably knowing that you and others like you are entombed in the most stylish of designer crypts and caskets. Happy Cadavers Estates, the perfect address for the fashionably late.
Lots of tire companies make all sorts of claims with no real scientific research, but the Flackel 9000 bonds to the road surface so tightly it's banned in 6 European countries. Our selenium-enhanced treads leave a quick-drying epoxy for a firm hold and complete control. Flackel. Really great tires.
Scented smoke and the sharpest tacks allowed by most cities, at or around cost. Oil for your slicker that won't harm trees or other living things. We aren't crazy, but you are if you don't check out the deals at Courier Supply. Free parking, cash only, no one under 15.
Snooker Holcomb provides the finest in climate-controlled shopping. Spend anyone's money in comfort and style, amid the relaxed setting of Fred Nethels, Fuzzy Dice, Mr. Fluffy's to name but a few, with Bob's Temps from around the world to help you with your order. Dipsy Weevils for kids of all ages, and free parking for their parents. Snooker Holcomb, you've earned it.
Grisman Shuckster Academy can make you a garage supervisor in 3 months. Earn big money and keep cars on the road at the same time. Tailor your schedule around your boss's vacation with our morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, weekend, and holiday classes. Our friendly staff can find a payment plan that guarantees you'll be accepted. Grisman Shuckster Academy.
Are you prepared for the future? No one knows what the future will really be like, but we've given it a lot of thought here at Ansford Evans. An Ansford Evans representative can answer your questions about the future, and where an Ansford Evans soup mixes might fit. Ansford Evans, soup for an uncertain time.
This is a message from the Selenium Advisory Board. Too much selenium in your diet can cause problems and might upset your stomach, but not enough just won't get the job done and could result in hair loss. Make sure you're getting the right amount. Please.
This is Inga Jorgensen. Sweden is a beautiful country, with clean snow, pine forests and clear skies. I haven't been home in years, but when I smell the smoke from a Valkyrie smokescreen, I close my eyes and I almost believe I am there. If Wotan used a smokescreen, I'm sure he would have used a Valkyrie.
For spills of all sorts, and those in-between times when you can't get to the washroom, Tishies fit the bill. Strong, absorbent, yet soft and fresh-smelling. Tishies. Clean hands, warm heart. Dad accepted, Mom approved.
You pump up in the gym, but do your tires get enough exercise? Horsehacker tires are firm where they have to be, and won't go flabby at an inconvenient time. The fresh pine scent tells you they are peak performance, and the selenium glow keeps you in the passing lane. Your peace of mind is worth the extra cost. Horsehacker.
This is Jazz Maudlin. You know, imported water is as close as your nearest grocery store with Aqua Campo. Fill your tub, wash your car, hose down your monkey, whatever, and bring old world charm to a postmodern subdivision. Aqua Campo, it's gotta be better. It's imported.
Espresso! Espresso! The no-stop coffee outlet for the driver on the go! No waiting, you say? Forget no waiting! This is no stopping! Throw some change in a bin and open your mouth as you drive by! Decaf, are you nuts? Espresso! Espresso! Get out of the way!
Hey, listen up. It's crazy out there and you better take precautions. For an amount I'm sure we can agree on, we'll write you a policy that covers almost anything you want. Pour a little extra in the envelope, drop it on the desk when you leave, and get half off breakfast at the Hoof and Chow, where the mayor eats. John Doe Insurance. We'll fill in the blanks later.
Defilman canned wax beans are packed in their own natural juices with all the wholesome goodness locked in before it has a chance to escape. Send those ordinary beans to some starving child in a foreign country and buy Defilmans.
Casa de Jacques carries only the finest attire for swimming, sunbathing, or walking about town. Hint at scandal in the boardroom, while you charm that special someone, or flaunt local ordinances on sun-kissed beaches from Duluth to Marseille. Casa de Jacques. come visit before they close us down.
It's ooh la la at Casa de Jacques, for briefs and swimwear guaranteed to raise more than just an eyebrow. Display your best features whatever the weather, whoever you are, and say goodbye to dull as you frolic about to the beat of your own drummer. Casa de Jacques, just this side of local standards.
Everyone has enemies, but how do you know which ones are yours? For only $8 a minute over a secured line, a trained, soon-to-be licensed psychic from Psychic Enemies will supply names, addresses, and a code to connect them. If you've called before, you know our service, and by the way, your list needs updating. Used around the world by politicians, celebrities, and your next-door neighbor. How did we know that? Give us a call and we'll tell you. Psychic Enemies.
One day only at the Coliseum. Invasion of the Killer Tires. 5 tons of flaming metal crash in midair as 18 wheels of raw power go against an army of 4x. It's no holds barred, winner take all, and every seat is a front row seat. Check newspapers for time and date. Don't miss it. Sunday only at the Convention Center, the long-awaited rematch between Busasaurus Rex and Leviathan. And this time it's personal. Dr. Destructo drives the 5-wheeled Adventure through the rings of death and into your seat. Special guest appearance, Mega Weapon. Tickets on sale soon. Be there. This Saturday and Sunday at the Hockwell Pavilion, Bill Sinkerman and 35 inches of solid rubber tread meet Landmine Fred and the Desert Crawler. Plus, politicians from everywhere compete head-to-head in the flaming shark-filled tank of doom. This weekend only, be there.
You know, when you send a smoke cloud, you don't want wimpy smoke. You want the thickest, ugliest smoke you can get. You want Famoso Campo. How ugly is it? Let's just say you'll think the cheese has gone bad if you get my drift. Famoso Campo turns every street into Senza Unico. It's a demolition derby out there, and you better be prepared. You know other people got them, and that's why you need them. Campo armor-piercing shells are the industry standard. Anything less is just giving money away to other drivers. Don't get caught with your pants down. Campo armor-piercing shells, inconvenient 6-pack and handy party case. I don't know about you, but I don't have a lot of time to waste, especially in traffic. You can grow a beard waiting for the guy in front of you to wake up. That's why I use Campo missiles. I carve my own path with the push of a button, and I make a statement at the same time. Campo missiles. Now you're talking.
Remember when your mom told you to eat your vegetables so that you'd grow up to be big and strong? Well, now you are big and strong, but you know what? You still need your vegetables. Brought to you by the National Lima Bean and Cream Corn Advisory Committee.